Well, I'm here, and I'm just going to be here for a few minutes because I just did a 20-minute video, and when I went to load it up, it disappeared. And I really, really hate that shit when it happens. I talked about a few things. My suggestion to you is go over and see if you can catch my live video someplace. Maybe maybe it shows up on YouTube or someplace or Facebook or something like that. I really did try. I did it, and it disappeared, and that just really, really, really screws with my head. This happens. This happened a couple of times with YouTube, and I don't know what's going on with that. Because the I have no idea. I could say a lot of things. I really don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I'm approaching the 1 minute mark for this video, for this little thing. We talked about Trump versus the Pope and how stupid that really is. How the Pope's taking the high road and Trump's taking the low road as usual. So, I don't know what that means in terms of getting a peace agreement there. I think the Pope should really truly ignore him because he's never going to surrender his opinions or whatever to the Catholic Church. So, and let's see, what else did I talk about? Oh, Iran is threatening to attack shipping in the Red Sea. Well, that's stupid, and that's what I said. It's stupid because you're going to get countries that are not involved over there or with anything, and you're going to get them involved with against you or not on you. They're not going to come in on your side. They're not going to sit around and say, "No, yeah, good, go for it." Now they're going to get pissed, and you will end up losing the country, losing the war, losing the country, and a lot of people will die because of that, because they might go for total annihilation of the country then, and there's enough military might in that area, plus the United States is in there, and you won't have too many objections from other countries if you go in there and you do something stupid like that. Up to this point in time, they haven't been that stupid, but now it appears that they're going to be that stupid, so we'll have to see. And it's like the American blockade started the other day, and they have some ships getting through as many as 30. The number's been 34 and 37. Those two numbers I hear. And everybody's going, "What's going on? What's going on? It's supposed to be a blockade, total blockade. Nothing's going in or out." Well, these could be ships that were in transit before the United States got involved, or they're probably what they are is friends of Donald Trump or Donald Trump's family, something like that, and that will definitely make a difference, because Trump can make money off of it. Trump wanted to, at one point in time, he was going to charge tolls with Iran. They were going to be a partnership in the toll business, and that would have started World War III. But that's the problem. Nothing gets thought out over there. We didn't, like I said in the other videos that I've done, that when we went into Iraq, we had a way out. We had a plan, we had allies, we had a way out. Same with the second Desert Storm. We had a plan, only we didn't get out. We ended up being there for a long, long time. Because you don't have a plan to get out. Because you're going after, we were going after weapons of mass destruction. They weren't there. So actually at Iraq we got out of okay. But then we got stuck in Afghanistan for years, because Russia fought those people that those people, I should say Russia didn't fight them. When Russia invaded Afghanistan, Afghanistan fought them with rocks and stones and old blunderbuss type weapons and stuff like that. And until they got modern weapons, they held them off. And then it got to be it's such a bad country. They had the alcoholism rate was so high in the Russian army, they finally pulled out. You know, their best units were committing atrocities that even surprised their commanders. So, you know, that was done. And the Taliban still exists. We ended up, you know, supposedly winning the war there. We didn't win a war in Afghanistan. We lost it. You know, we were forced to leave. We left. Taliban's right back where they were before. Maybe there's no Al Qaeda or ISIS or anything like that, but I'm sure they're around. You know, and we're going to find out down the road. You know, we didn't win anything. You know, it's wars aren't the same as World War One, World War Two. You know, or Korea, or even Korea. Korea was the beginning of the not war but not war type situation. World War One and World War Two were wars against a specific enemy. And World War One allowed for that was against Germany, and that allowed for World War Two to happen because they didn't do a good job of taking care of the country. Now they did. You know, now is fascism on the rise? Yeah, but fascism's on the rise everywhere. You know, because people have this situation where they like immediate gratification. I've told you that. You know, human beings are like that. So, anyhow, all right, listen. That's it. I give up. I don't know what happened to the other video I gave you before I did this one, but I lost it. Hopefully I'm not going to lose this when I leave here. But in the meantime, I want you guys to have a good day. No, I won't be around tomorrow. I don't think. I'll try to put up a video sometime during the day, but I don't know when because by the time it's going to be late. It's going to be this time or later that I get home tomorrow from my doctor's appointment, and I don't have the time to do anything before that because I have to get ready and run around and everything like that. So I will see you guys on Friday. All right, and in the meantime, I'll try to figure something out how to do this where at a time or something with it that's convenient to everybody, including me. And I will talk to you, if not tomorrow, Friday. So take care.